You got the camera going again, Sister Gina?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Alright, so we're back at the house. We came back. The first stuff we had loaded up in here, it had all burned out. It was at the bottom. It was still hot amber, so it was hot enough just to pour a little bit more oil in it and load it up again before we take off again. These days are very busy. Of course, anybody who's moved into their own property, they know the days leading up to moving is always very busy. So we're no exception. We're no exception to that. Very busy for us today. Whew, smoke all in my face. I hope I'm speaking loud enough for the camera to pick me up because I'm moving around here. But so we got cleaning products for the new house. So tomorrow after we close, we're gonna drop off our first load. Leave Sister Gina over there to take care of the upstairs. I'm gonna come back and grab the stuff that I can grab myself. Load that up for the second load, maybe even a third load by myself, and so Sister Gina can take care of the upstairs, and we're gonna tag team the bottom stairs. After that, we're gonna bomb out the house, and we'll be back first thing in the morning on Tuesday. Just wanted to get a second glimpse of what's gotten done so far with the wood pile. We just reloaded it, and as you can see from this second loading of wood, looks a lot cleaner out here. It's getting clear. It's getting cleared up out here. It's gonna be something like I said in the first burn when we first started the fire. It's gonna be a lot of stuff that we're not gonna be able to burn, because we're not trying to be poor, bad tenants leaving this property. But what you can't do, you can't do. But what you can do, that's what you should do. We left the car running because we were supposed to be in and out, but of course I had to come back and check this fire, which means of course I had to do another installment to our vlog, because like I said when we started the vlog, we want to get the entire, it's not just about farming. We want to get everything we do on this vlog so you can get a sense of our day-to-day life. Okay, so with that being said, we gotta go. We still got business to handle today, and we'll catch you on the next clip. Like every day, which this is my fault that we're not able to do one video a day and we have to do two, because when I get to putting the information out, I get to putting other information out too. So yeah, we're not able to accomplish our goal of one video a day. We have to settle for 2 videos a day because of my rambling. But that's all right. It's all right. Sometimes you plan on doing things and things don't work out the way that you plan on doing it. But, you know, because of my military experience, I'm such a stickler for the things that I want to do. If I want to do this, I want it done this way. But you know what? Because of my wife, she's more of a freelance type of spirit. She's kind of got me where when things aren't perfectly the way I want them to be, such as we plan on doing 1 video a day, we have too much material for 1 video a day, so we have to put out 2 videos. I learned not to stress and not to fixate on that, and just accept the fact that we're gonna have to put out 2 videos a day, and that's fine. But we'll see you after we finish our next trip and handling our next business. We'll let you know what's going on, keep you informed. We'll let you know what all we purchased at the end of the day, what we purchased that could be tax deductible and what we purchased that cannot be tax deductible. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Come on, boo. Come on. Come on. Take it back. Come on. Come on, let's go. You know it's time. Come on. Come on. Come on, let's go. Let's go, bud. Come on. Yeah. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Come on. Oh, get up, buddy. Alright, so right now, as you can see, I'm trying to get my dogs baths. They know when it's bath time. They have a little routine that they do when it's bath time. And this is part of his routine right here. Every time it's bath time. Say hello. This time you're being videotaped. You're being filmed, man. You're being filmed. You getting exposed. Dollar, come on, Dollar. Come on. Come on, Dollar. What? Come on, Dollar. Come on, Dollar. Dollar, let's go. Get in there. Go get in. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. There you go. Good boy. Get in there. Get in there. Good boy. Come on, Dollar. Come on.
My poor puppy.
Come on. Come on.
You don't want to take no bath. No, you want to stay stinky. Blue.
Girlfriend. Girlfriend. Get up. Get up, girlfriend. Come on. Come on now, girlfriend. Come on now. Come on. Come on, girlfriend. Come on now, you know. Where you going? Where you running off to? Where you about to run off to? Come on now, girl. Come on now, girlfriend. You gotta get up now. Come on. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there now. Get in there now. Come on. Yeah. I know, girlfriend. I know. Ooh. You get in there, girlfriend. God almighty. Not want to get in that water. And that's what it takes to get these dogs in here. First of all, before you even get started. Alright, so for the final video of the day, my wife reminded me that I said that I would give you a glimpse inside of what it is, but I was giving these dogs a bath. So here we are, sticking good to our word. Last video of the day, so I'm giving my dogs a bath. Reflecting on the day, I say we gotta get them out of stuff done. We're very prepared to get out of here and move. As you can see, we got the truck packed. Got my dogs in here. The temperature is just right. Good thing about this shower is doesn't get you turn the hot water up, doesn't get too hot. But it's a good, very good temperature. Give dogs a bath, man. I treat my dogs like family. When we move, me and my wife agreed that we were gonna bathe the dogs outside, but I treat my dogs like family. My grandmother is the one who got me really into dogs. My grandmother loved dogs. She always had a dog. And I'll tell you a story about a dog I had when I was a child. We had this chow chow when I was about 7 or 8 years old. We had a chow chow. Her name was Fluffy, and my mother bought her. She was a full-blooded chow. And but the thing about this dog was mean. Fluffy was a mean dog, and she definitely didn't like strangers, and she definitely didn't like to be bothered. She was stuck in her ways. Yes, she was. She was stuck in her ways. But you know, when you really care about animals and you're a real animal person, you'll know, or there's something that you'll notice about animals. all animals have their own personalities just like humans. They all have their own temperaments. They have the things that they like and they dislike, you know. And I gotta tell you, a lot of people talk about how pit bulls go wrong and they attack. Well, I gotta tell you, sometimes dogs just don't like to be bothered. And it's been times when, now, any other time you can grab him, wrestle with him, and he'll have a pretty good temperament. But it's been times when he just doesn't want to be bothered. And he snapped at me. And you know what? It wasn't those things like where I became like standoffish with my dog because he snapped at me. It wasn't like, oh, now I'm going to be standoffish with my dog because, you know, at any moment he might attack and harm me. No, I didn't think like that. I thought like, hey, at this moment right now, this dog doesn't want to be bothered. He's over there chilling, whatever. He just doesn't want to be bothered. And I should leave him alone and give him his space. And you know what? It goes back to being good old faithful dog. Because at the end of the day, you got to know something about dogs. No matter how insecure you feel around your dog understands who puts the food in the bowl and the water in the dish. That's what your dog understands. So no matter what, you're going to be number one because you're responsible for feeding your animal. And your animal will know you're number one. But your self-doubt and who you are will make your dog turn on you eventually because you're sending mixed signals to the dog. In one aspect, the dog wants to love and respect you. In another aspect, you're showing that you're afraid and of your dog, and that leads to a very bad relationship. You gotta understand when you have it with, just like with human beings, with animals, it's a relationship. It's a relationship, and it's a relationship built off trust. They trust that you're gonna house and provide and take care of them, and for that, you get rewarded with an animal that will love you and go beyond leaps and bounds for you. And I think that's a pretty fair trade-off. So, you know, normally when I bathe them, I like to use I say a little cheaper brand at first and let that sit in their coat for a little bit, probably about 2 or 3 minutes. I let it just sit in their coat and work its magic. And then what I do is I rinse that off and I add the expensive stuff. So I'm not going to show you what this stuff is because, once again, copyright infringements, I don't know anything about it. So I don't want to put their product out there because I don't want to infringe on their copyrights. Maybe they'll feel like, hey, we don't like your whatever you're doing. And because you display or advertise our company on something that we're not in support of, we're gonna sue you. We're living in the age of technology, and you know, people are a lot more aware nowadays. People are a lot more aware. People are a lot more in tune. So, you know, everything is being recorded nowadays. Whether you're the one recording and documenting yourself, or whether you're just out and about going and doing your daily shopping, chances are at some point in the day you're being recorded. So you gotta be aware of that stuff. You gotta, mitigate risk whenever you can. And so, what's that? What you over there snorkeling about, Miss Lady?
Because you said you weren't going to show it, now you're showing it.
Oh, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. But it's some good stuff, though. We're going to keep it turned around. I didn't realize I was showing it. But if you know the company, don't write to them and tell them to come back. There's a farmer out there. He's watching his dogs, and don't tell them to come back, but don't tell them where to come find me at. But they make really good products, though. It's really organic. I don't know. when I hear organic, I always say to myself, you know, I'm planning on doing an organic farm, and I plan on getting it USDA certified organic. But I'll know that it's truly organic with my farm. But when I use products and stuff, I'm always wondering, is it really organic? Because I wasn't there to see if it was organic or not. I don't know. You know, and a lot of stuff that's labeled organic nowadays is suspect. And that's just my honest opinion. You know, because everybody's on the organic. I don't know, whatever organic, whatever they're on nowadays. A lot of products are suspect. But that's okay. That's okay. Because we got to, in my family and in my household, we're not going to be getting suspect products. We're going to know when it says organic, it's truly organic. Feisty beast. Right. Jeez. He's not very happy. You see him over there. He's like, I don't like this. Neither one of them ever likes this. But you know what? For some reason, out here, the fleas are disrespectful. They're everywhere. And you gotta stay on top of watching your dogs. We try to wash our dogs once a week. You know, even though the flea wash says it's good for how many days? It kills up to 30 days. You don't want to go 30 days without bathing your dogs. I think at the most you should go without bathing your dogs every 2 weeks, because dogs have smells. They have certain distinct smells on them. And you know, this is something else you notice when you have dogs and you've had dogs long term. Dogs smell different. You smell one dog and it definitely doesn't smell like the other dog. They have their own little smells to them, individual smells. And that's just from somebody who's really hands-on with his animals. So since I'm hands-on, I notice that I'm really about my animals. Because one, I know in the long run, if you take care of your animals, they'll take care of you. And by me saying that, meaning, you know, if I get hurt or something, or, you know, if I pass out from heat exhaustion or something, or if I need just protection, these guys will be here. This guy and this little lady right here. You know, she's not even 6 months yet, but she's starting to look like she doesn't look like a puppy anymore, that's for sure. Not a newborn puppy. She still has her little small head. That's her thing. She has a little small little head. Now big old body. And my goodness, when she decides she wants to be on a greedy mode, cause she is, we have a thing normally when we just pass by their bowl and it doesn't have food in it, we'll just put more food in it. And so some days we'll end up filling the bowl about four times. And it'll be generally because she just goes on beast mode when it comes to eating. She will eat. She eats twice as much as he does, and she's out of her puppy stages. And even as a little smaller puppy, she was eating, even probably 2 months ago, she was eating more than him, which he eats pretty good. He makes sure he doesn't miss a meal. He definitely doesn't miss any opportunity to get in our face for some of our food. But we leave our dogs away from the table scraps because we want our dogs to live longer. So we keep them away from the table scraps. Now we do buy certain things that are for dogs that are organic, and they're treats like cheese puffs and little steak bites and little stuff like that. There's one or two things that we get that are not organic for our dogs, but mostly we try to get organic treats for our dogs. And they like it, I think. I think they like it. What you think, babe? You think they like the treats?
Yeah.
I think they do.
But see, he didn't tell you about the treats though. We did have this treat. It was beef and cheese, but it was like a chewy thing. And we split it in half and gave it to them. And she'll drop hers out of her mouth and go and eat his and go back to eat hers. So she never wanted him to have anything because whatever he has, she wants. So we have to train her not to be like that. You got anything else to say, babe?
If you like our videos, like and subscribe. We're a brand new channel, so if you're even seeing this video, share a video and let your friends know we exist, because we're on a journey, and we're not gonna stop. So if you find us today, subscribe to our channel so you can come back, and maybe 2 or 3 months from now, go through a review 2 or 3 months of our lives. Because we have something going on every day. There's never not a day that we have something going on. I think when you're business minded, you always have something going on. There's not a day that you aren't productive. You're productive every day. Every day you produce. And that's what happens when you're business oriented people. So I don't think there's been not a day that we haven't been busy. And like from the beginning of the day to the end. And even though we haven't moved in and set the alarm clocks, because we decided once we get fully moved in, we're going to start setting the alarm clock at 5:30 in the morning, so we can get a full day from sun up to sundown of productivity. So while we're over here, we've still been getting up fairly early. Of course not 5:30, but no later than 8:30. So with that being said, we've been going from sun up, not specifically sun up, but we've been going from early morning to nighttime. And I find that to be a blessing, because I have a goal, and I'm working towards it. And parts of my goal are being accomplished along the way. And a lot of young people aren't experiencing that right now. So, you know, if you're out there and you have an okay lifestyle, you're doing okay for yourself, and you don't have to be stressed financially, you can handle your business and you still have a little change left over in the end, or you're just right there on the cusp, and you know how to make a few budget cuts and pick up a little bit here, and you want to invest in yourself, man, be thankful. Be thankful, because there's so many people out there who are, life is just in shambles and in disarray, and they can't even think. So that's one thing I'm very grateful for my life, because I know there's a lot of people out there, while we're ending our night and making a last video of, I know there's a lot of people out there who are either experiencing death, they're experiencing incarceration, or they're experiencing, homelessness. There's so many people out there who are experiencing adverse situations while we're going to sleep and waking up to a very good situation. So I keep that in mind every day. I keep that in mind to stay humble. so that I stay humble and that I do the right things and that I pay homage to all those that it took for me to be birthed into this world. So all the generations and generations of people that it took for me to have my life, I make sure to make sure that my life matters, because there's been, since the beginning of time, people have traveled to this earth just for me to have my place here. And while I have my place here, I'm going to make sure that everything that they fought for and everything that they did matters. And I'm going to make sure that it matters through my actions. And I hope everybody out there, no matter who you are, feel the same. And that at the end of the day, you're thinking about going to sleep to get back up at it, to do more, strive for more, and go for more. Because, like I've said before, everybody deserves happiness. You know, the only thing is, in this world, you gotta work pretty damn hard to get some happiness. That's honest. You just do. If you slacking out there, if you're dropping the ball, you need to pick it up and Dwayne Wade one time. That's all you need to do. Pick that thing up and Dwayne Wade on them. And I know the video's been way too long, but guys, like and subscribe. If you like what we're doing, like and subscribe. I wish I can convince my wife to spend a little bit more time on camera, but she won't do it. So it's looking like this is gonna be her vlog, but I'm like a star. So she's later on, if this vlog catches traction, then she's gonna have to give me a job and pay me, because pretty much I'm the one who's on the camera of the vlog. So she's gonna have to give me a job and pay me when the vlog takes off. Well, so with that being said, guys, I don't know. Have a good one. We'll see you next time. We'll see you first, like always, first thing in the morning when we wake up. We'll see you. All right, guys, we're back once again. We got our first load loaded up to wash and dry. Now, what I want to tell you is, you know, this is why when you choose you a companion, a spouse, a partner, you need to pick the right partner. Because me and my wife did this. We load this stuff on here together, especially that wash machine. You know, a wash machine weighs twice as much as a dryer. So with the help of my wife, we're able to do it together. We don't have to pay $350 for a moving company. We could do it ourselves, because the type of partner that I have, you know. So when you pick the type of women you want, if you see the type of the cute, pretty girls, you know, with the long nails, all the makeup, the bleaching cream, the fake butts, fake boobs, and fake whatever else, when you choose that type of partner, you got to understand what you get. Okay, what you're going to get out of that partner is nothing that's going to help you. Yeah, she might be good to look at, but 100 other men have said the same thing. So she's probably been through 100 guys before you got to her. So when you're picking that type of partner, you don't want to pick that type of partner long term. What you want to do is pick that type of partner, get what you're going to get, and get to moving, and find you a partner that's going to help you build. Because if you don't have the type of partner that's going to help you build, then you'll never achieve anything. You'll never go anywhere. So you want to get the type of partner that's going to help you. There's anytime you have a thought, okay, this is the thing about my wife. Let's say I wake up tomorrow and I say, babe, I'm thinking that this will be the most awesome business ever. We need to jump on this and do this. My wife will sacrifice everything. She'll even sacrifice food in her stomach to make sure, if that's what I want to do, that we'll go hungry and sleep in this truck, to make sure if that's my goal and that's what I feel like I need to do, and I feel like that's my purpose in life. I have the type of wife that will live in a truck with me until we get that idea into reality. So when you go to pick you a partner, that's who you want. You want the type of person who is not afraid to work, whether that be working for somebody else's business, but you don't really want somebody who's gonna really think about working for somebody else's business. You're gonna want the type of partners that's gonna encourage you when you have nothing, to not go work and make somebody else rich, but to tell you, hey, I understand we don't have anything right now, but whatever your vision is, we need to get to it, and I'm going to support you, and I'm going to make the sacrifices as well to make sure you can accomplish that. That's the type of partner you want. You don't want a partner that wants the things of this world, because you'll never have anything. Everything will go through your hands like quicksand because they love the world too much. So we got that part. We got one of our tables packed. We got our Lazy Boy recliners packed. We still got the burning going on in the background. It's even more clear than the last time, but I think you got enough of the burning. We might do a 10-second clip or something like that at the end to let you see how far we've gotten. Unfortunately, like I said earlier, this is going to be the only day that we have to burn. So we're trying to burn as much as we can in the shortest amount of time as possible. But I just wanted to show you guys that we've got so much done today. We got stuff everywhere in the living room because we're out of here, guys. Tomorrow's our day. We out of here. So, you know, if you like the content we put out today, my wife is going to go right now and go start mixing this stuff up to make a video. So if you like the content, you make it this far. If you like the content, like, subscribe, leave comments. And thank you guys for your viewership. I hope we said something or we did something today that motivates you to become a better person and to do more with your life, because opportunity is all around you. You just have to open up your eyes and see what opportunity is best for you. And with that being said, guys, y'all have a blessed day.